Hello everyone, it's your super engaging host, San Malani here. Today is June 7th Saturday, and guess what? I'm diving into the archives to bring you a totally trending article. Get ready, cause this one is pretty awesome. The title is, I mean, a bit of a mouthful, but stick with me. It's called Beyond the Desktop, Grid and Segmentation, with Meta Quest 3 and MX Ink. And if you want to check it out yourself, the call is immersive or save 06.4858 on. It's long, but totally worth it. So, what's this paper all about? Well, imagine doctors looking at court scans, those to tell pictures of the inside of your body. They often need to, outline specific parts, like organ spines or even tiny problematic areas. This is called medical imaging segmentation, and it's super important for things like diagnosing diseases or planning complicated surgeries. But here's the thing, doing this manually on a computer with a mouse and keyboard can be a real drag. The paper says it's a cumbersome and therefore full task. It takes a ton of time. It can be really tiring for doctors. They have to manually try to build a great picture from a bunch of twat slices, which adds to their cognitive load. Plus, using a mouse isn't always the best for drawing precise lines, complex anatomical structures. Some reason researchers came up with a new way. They developed this super cool tool using extended reality, or CAR. They used a Meta Quest 3 headset, which is a vet headset, and the special stylus called the Logitech MX Ink. It's like drawing with a pen, but in a 3D virtual space. How cool is that? The system creates an immersive interact with both twat slices and 3D models of the scans, all in real time and when my customers have a workspace. They can draw directly onto the images with the stylus, and it feels natural, almost like drawing on paper. Boom, they instantly see the 3D model update. This helps to reduce how much brain power they need to use. It makes the whole process smoother. The researchers even did a study with the medical students and clinicians. They had them segment parts of head court scans, specifically jawbones from a public data set. And the results? Well, they got a system usability scale score, score. Now, the paper says the industry benchmark is around 68, so 66 is pretty good for a prototype. And totally within the expected range for medical applications. Participants said the controls were clear, and it was easy to learn. They loved how the stylus felt like real drawing. That's right, like annotating on paper, but in 3D space. Compared to old-school desktop tools, this GUR approach is a game changer. No more just staring at a flat screen and clicking a mouse. But the Meta Quest 3, it's wireless portable, and doctors can even, place the virtual image onto a real desk or wall in their office. This makes the workflow way more flexible, less fragmented. So, where can this awesome tech be used? Well, the applications are super exciting. First, in clinical settings for things like diagnosing diseases with more precision. Imagine a doctor being able to, walk around a 3D model of a patient's organ to spot tiny issues. Second, for preoperative planning. This is a big one. Surgeons could use this to meticulously plan complex operations, like on the face or jaw, by interacting with a super detailed 3D model of the patient's anatomy before even stepping into the door. This could make surgeries safer and more effective. And though for medical education, this is so cool. Instead of just looking at pictures in a textbook, medical students could, explore and interact with 3D anatomical models in virtual reality. They could even practice segmentation in a shared virtual space, with their instructors guiding them. That's way more engaging. Of course, it's a prototype, so there are a few things to improve. Sometimes the pen tracking wasn't perfect near the edges, and users wanted an undo button, which makes sense. But the researchers are on it. In conclusion, this study shows that using core systems, like the Meta Quest 3 and MX Ink stylus, can really help with the tough challenges in medical segmentation. It makes the process more intuitive, reduces cognitive load, and bridges the gap between old taught methods and new through tech. Future improvements could include even better stylus precision, and maybe even AI assistance to make things faster. This could totally change how doctors and clinicians interact with medical imaging data in the future. How amazing is that for all of us who might need medical care? Alright, that's all the time we have for this electrifying archive dive. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This is San No Annie. Signing off, stay awesome, everyone.